When the Mini Cooper returned to America in 2002, it brought driving excitement and British charm to our shores, along with some rough edges and reliability issues. Now in its third generation, the Mini Cooper has matured, raising the question, can you refine a Mini without endangering its quirky charm? Let's discuss. Key to the Mini Cooper's appeal is its small size. The latest iteration still sports a two-box design, contrasting roof, and big round headlights, but by Mini standards, this thing is big, measuring about 4.5 inches longer than the previous model. It's also taller, wider, and about 60 to 90 pounds heavier depending on the trim. A bigger Mini might seem sacrilegious, but size has its benefits. The 8.7 cubic foot trunk is nearly 50% larger than the trunk in the second-gen car. There's also room for a hidden storage nook beneath the cargo floor, supplementing this not-so-secret compartment, and door pockets that aren't quite large enough to accommodate surplus beverages. Compared to the generation prior, total legroom has increased by 2.5 inches, aided by deep cutouts on the front seat backs. Rear shoulder space has expanded by 3 inches, and front seat headroom has improved as well, though rear seat headroom is actually a little bit tighter. Even with the extra inches here and there, the Mini Cooper remains a 2+2 kind of car. But as Mini owners will happily point out, if the need arrives, you can cram an amazing amount of stuff inside. Explore the interior, and the influence of corporate parent BMW is apparent. Material quality is clearly better than in the past, with soft materials covering essential touch points and beyond. Interior noise is also noticeably reduced, making long drives much more pleasant. Upscale touches aside, there are plenty of quirky details too. At the same time, fully equipped models can feel overwhelming. There's a lot of buttons to push, and the BMW iDrive-inspired knob used to control the infotainment system is placed extremely low. If you're the kind of driver who likes to focus on the road, you'll need to use this baby by feel alone. Lastly, in a bid to minimize confusion among brand novices, the window switches now live on the doors instead of in the center-mounted toggle array. A long-throw telescoping steering wheel, and comfortable, height-adjustable seats with excellent lateral support make sitting in the Mini Cooper a joy, but not as much as actually driving the thing. Even with a keen focus on refinement, the latest Mini is still tons of fun to drive, offering quick, precise steering and handling abilities that humble some sports cars. The suspension does struggle to filter out harder jolts, but for its size and purpose, during normal driving, the Mini Cooper rides quite well. Powering the base Cooper is a 1.5-liter turbocharged 3-cylinder engine that combines respectable power with fuel economy in excess of 40 mpg on the highway. Along with bigger wheels and tires, a racier suspension, and sportier looks, the $3,600 pricier Mini Cooper S features a turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder engine. In addition to strong acceleration at all RPMs, the Cooper S exhibits essentially zero torque steer. That's a phenomenon where front-wheel drive cars attempt to steer themselves under hard acceleration. With either the Cooper or Cooper S, there are choices to be made. For starters, you can select between 3 driving modes that alter vehicle settings including throttle mapping, transmission behavior, and steering efforts. But before you do any of that, you'll have to choose a transmission. The standard 6-speed manual is wonderful, boasting a forgiving clutch, a precise, reasonably short-throw shifter, and automatic rev matching that makes smooth, pro-driver downshifts the norm. While ultimately less fun, the 6-speed automatic is a fine alternative. It handles gear changes ably and responds quickly when using the gear selector or optional paddle shifters. With green mode activated, the automatic also features an efficiency-enhancing coast feature that decouples the drivetrain at cruising speeds when the driver's foot is off the accelerator. Also improving efficiency is an automatic engine start-stop system. In this application, the technology works really well, providing super quick restarts without annoying vibrations or sounds. It's actually one of the few systems of this type we don't mind leaving on. Crammed within the Mini's small frame is a surprising amount of technology, at least for those willing to pay for it. This heads-up display shows vehicle speed, speed limits, navigation directions, and other data worth conveying to the driver. Comfort and sport suspension settings can be had in a single car now thanks to the $500 optional dynamic dampers. A camera-based system called Driving Assistant adds active cruise control, automatic high beam control, as well as forward collision and pedestrian warning with automatic braking. An automatic parking system can identify and steer the vehicle into a spot for you, The optional infotainment system includes smartphone integration and either a 6.5 or a big 8-inch display. And in a nod to top-tier luxury cars, user inputs can be drawn right on top of an upgraded version of the infotainment controller. Oh, and these LED headlights, they look all cool and futuristic. There's also some more straightforward options, including a Harman Kardon premium audio system, keyless entry, dual-zone automatic climate control, heated seats, a backup camera, and a panoramic sunroof with rear glass that no longer vents like in the second-gen car. Not that anyone cares. Skip all the feature-related indulgence, and you can nab a basic Mini Cooper with a USB interface, a manual transmission, and 8 airbags, including a pair of front knee airbags, for a little more than $21,000 including destination. Load up an automatic Cooper S, and it's possible to spend $38,000. That's right. And that's without dipping into the vast array of dealer-installed add-ons. For an extra $1,000, the Mini hardtop can also be had as a 4-door. Yeah, the 2-door might be cuter, but certain buyers will appreciate the 4-door's roomier and easier to access rear quarters, slightly enhanced trunk capacity, and the presence of a 5th seat in the middle rear position. Though good luck using that if you didn't grow up on the Shire. Unlike back in the day, the modern small car landscape is filled with cool cars. The super fun Ford Fiesta ST comes to mind. So does the funky Hyundai Veloster and the positively adorable Fiat 500. Even so, the Mini Cooper occupies a unique space as a truly premium small car offering. It can be pricey, and traditionalists might balk at its expanding size, but the Mini Cooper remains a fun-to-drive, easy-to-park, distinct-looking ball of charm with massive customization potential. Maybe it has grown up a little bit, but the Mini Cooper is still down for a good time.